Oh, hey, your cube matches the crown? Well, thank you. I was gonna say your cube matches the cape. Thank you. I like your cube too. Matches my cape. Noble of the Moonlight Empire. Have we been there? I feel like we've been there. I like gold, red, and white a lot. I like being gold man, Sugarheart, and red for hearts, and white for sugar. If I go with golden eyes, I'll be divine. You know? Done. It is a good look. I'm down. Now I just need 1 million more saggies. You want to join a guild? Well, I don't know if they're a member of the Empire. So they're a member of their Empire. So I can't give them like one of these titles, I don't think. And how's this coming along? I think Revan was doing the bricks, is taking the time off. Everybody can do timber, so like I'm not worried about that one. The only problem is that is effort. North 7K must be in the upper part. This must be in the upper part of Region 1. This is actually Region 7, believe it or not, but you're right. We are in the northwest. Here we are. We're in the northeast corner of the northwest, just to make it a little more confusing. But like here are the main ruined cities: Charlo, Iron Rest, and then Fallow Shade. And like we're up here, where there's no strategic advantage whatsoever. Oop. But yeah, in a way that makes tons and tons of sense, the region numbering goes 7, 8, 9, then 4, 5, 6, and then down here is region 1, 2, and 3. I strongly disagree with their numbering system. But you know, they did it. Those crazy bastards, they did it. Keypad number layout? Yeah, it's true. But they also like discussed adding more regions as like as needed. And how do you add more numbers to the number pad? Where would you put region 10? Like it would go above the 7, right? But the problem is, like, there are unique biomes based on like your latitude. So like the snowy peaks are here. If you build something up here, and you either need to introduce a new biome, or what, you like put in some desert up there, so I don't have to sail all the way to the bottom. And if you put it all the way over here, this goes like 7, 8, 9, 10, and then like what, 6.5 over here, 3.5 down here. Like there's no there's no good way to do that. And so maybe we'll just live like this forever. I think the way that makes sense is you add more regions off to the side here, and then you just rename all the region numbers to make it super confusing, break all the guides that anybody's ever written. I found lots of birds in Iron Rest, so I think that's where I want to go again. Just gonna kill a bunch of birds today. That's the stream. It is 3 a.m. I should stop playing. And yet, here I am. You. Aren't the region numbers just made for players while regions have names? It's true. But like, people have been using region numbers to describe where they are. So like, I could... Is there a place that says like my region name up here? Like, I don't see it written out very often. Whoa! Thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. Any advice on how to reduce the struggle of getting through 30 to 40 hunting? Killing spree. So, like, odds are your leatherworking hit like level 40 before your hunting did. And that's just kind of how it goes. And so the fastest way to level up hunting is to just shoot as many things as possible and don't pick up the corpses. So like, it is not ideal. That said, everybody in the world wants leather, so you can also just make a lot of money if you do it the slow, proper way. So mostly birds then? No, actually you want to hunt the higher tier animals if you could do it in a good way. Like, if you can find enough of them. Like, if you got, like, the good area. I'm trying to think. So, like, if you're in the 30s, you should be able to shoot a tier 4 animal to death. And I think that's how you're going to get the most experience. Because the experience you're getting is basically from the damage you do. Like 31, 62, like I'm getting twice as much experience from hitting the birds. And so these saggy birds, they only have 100 hit points. So each one of these is only worth 200 experience. Now the hit points go up like quite a bit on the bigger animals. I don't remember exactly what they are, but they're just worth a lot more experience. That said, if you have to like go a huge distance between a bunch of them, and you get like the diminishing returns, like, yeah, you're worth a lot of experience, but I'm not finding very many of you. So let's see. That's the problem mostly. Is there a good autumn forest in Region 7? So you're looking for 4 boars, huh? The best place I've found for hunting tier 4 is up here near Amerium Heights. And that's mostly because the land is really flat and it's good for bringing the leather back. Another good place might be St. Chillenberg. It's in the swamp, so you have to deal with like swamp toads and stuff, but they've got a lot of birds that won't run away from you. They've got nowhere to process them, but like that seems like a good place to go for a killing spree. But yeah, Amerium Heights, probably the best. Hi. Did I hit him with the Regal Wave? Wonder if they were eyeing my carcasses. But yeah, boars are like 4x experience. Yeah. Alright, anyway, I can wish you the best of luck. Nobody enjoys hunting. Which is why I do it. Because nobody wants to do the hunting. So there's never any leather. So I will be that guy. I'll let the citizens of the Cozy Empire be the cozier jobs. This is how I empire. I'm killing so many birds. I've completely forgotten where they all are. Pick up as many as I can. I'm sure a bunch of them will have respawned by the time I get there. People also sell raw pelts, so they only get the hunting experience. Kind of a compromise. Yeah. It's... I don't know, the amount of money you would have to spend on raw pelts to get the experience. I still think the fastest way to do it is this. But if you just want to like turn it on and leave it, like that's a good way. I know places also sell like just the raw bodies too. So like sell orders 1. Okay, never mind. This place has got 12. There's usually like a buy order for those. So a decent way to make money is to just like rack up a bunch of corpses and drag them back home. I kind of dealt with that conundrum exactly at the level you're at now. I just spent a lot of time like shooting goats and then dragging the goat carcasses to the town that had like an active buy sale for like 9 million of them. Alright. It's time to actually bring these birds home. Start from over there, work our way back. and see if like somebody new took all our birds. It was pretty glorious in like the first days of this game. Like every now and then you found somebody had gone and done their killing spree and you could just get all of the bodies. In my head, I'm thinking like, is that viable to like be just a hunter and not touch leather working at all? Like, would people love that? Would they hate it? Like, it seems like a rare decision to make, to say, like, I'm just gonna murder. Somebody else can worry about, like, what to do with the body. So yeah, a lot less money that way in the future. Well, I am curious. Okay, so if I sold a raw pelt, people are trying to buy it for cheap. Yeah, obviously. People are selling that for $25. It looked like the birds themselves were selling for $100. And assuming you threw away the meat and the animal fur, which you didn't do, it's about the same price whether you process that or not, or process the bird. But meanwhile, rough leather. People are selling that for $25 a piece, the exact same price. Now, it could just be some people are selling stupid. Why am I shooting birds? I haven't picked up the birds that I've got. Where am I? A little far away. Let's clip the corner of this, because we're so close. The World Explorer. That the only other saggy bird I had around here? I think it might have been. You get 3 pelts per bird. Yeah, and they were selling for 25, which was the same as the rough pelts. Those were refined cloth? What, for the 25? Or... sorry. I think I may be confused. Oh, just rough leather. Nobody's selling refined leather. Yeah. I misread your words, or misunderstood them. I'm deeply sorry about that. Might be reading the messages in the wrong order. I sure am. Did I mention it's 3 a.m. here? I think I'm pretty much done for. Whatever it is I'm doing with my life, it's got to stop. Like, I could have swore I just saw that bird get back up. Might have been a hallucination. Those are starting. Never a good sign. Thought we had zombie saggy birds. Saggy zombies. You going after my birds? No, he's going after the trees. I see like the leather worker title and I'm just immediately like, you a thief? Nah, he's just doing his own thing. Not the flint, never the flint. Honestly, if I was them, I would do away with flint entirely. Just have me pick up like ore with my bare hands. You need a little more leather? What tier of leather do you need? Am I just fueling your tool habits? Be honest with me. Do you have one of them gambling addictions? You're trying over and over and over again until you get at least uncommon? Because if that's the case, yeah, 100% I'll support you. I knew it. To develop a gambling addiction? Yeah. I'll help. You can play this game and the latest gacha game at the same time. This game is great for that. Hey, I hit 248. I feel like we could hit 225 in 10 more hexes. Or hexes. Rectangles. Hextangles. I know there's a big bird swarm at like one of the sides of this settlement. Speaking of gambling, during the move, your wife taught you mahjong? Nice. Mahjong? Feel like I'm saying that weird. I brute force taught myself how to play mahjong through Final Fantasy XIV, actually. And then, you know, I found like better ways to play it, and I've learned a lot more since then. But like, I feel like there's no good mahjong game. Like maybe Nintendo, like what is it, Wii Clubhouse? I think they've got a decent version of Riichi Mahjong. But like everybody plays Mahjong Soul. But Mahjong Soul is terrible. Like I feel like you need a pretty solid single player, like just practice over and over and over again before you can feel confident enough to play with other people. And no Mahjong game I find has that. You play fake Mahjong on your phone when you're bored at work? Yeah, that sounds nice. You play Mahjong Soul, but it's not great. Tabletop Sim is the best for calculate or casual. When you say tabletop sim, like I know you're talking about Tabletop Simulator, but it doesn't force you to like memorize all the rules. And somebody like code in a very nice Riichi Mahjong that'll actually tell you when you're in Tenpai and when you're not, and when to yawn or run and when to... Ooh, I don't even know all the words. Sure there's a nice one out there? There's probably a nice one out there. Am I making up words? It sure sounds like it. Don't you hate it when you're in Tenpai and somebody rawns you? And they're like, hey, I got 4 dragons. And you're like, yeah. Shame the winds are easterly today, idiot. Should have cheated. Some crazy mahjong addict got an automatic magnetic table for the wife's break room, though. Those exist too. Like I've seen the I have seen one. Are we talking about Northern Lion's wife? We watching the same streamers? You were about to have 13 orphans. I sure hope that is a phrase in Mahjong. I haven't come across that one myself. I don't think you've watched Northern Lion? He's fun to watch when you're a streamer because he's really good at just bantering. Like he never shuts up, and it's a good thing because he'll show you like how to deal with rude people who come into your chat. Like he's a good case study for like how to interact with people who aren't necessarily friendly. My wife absolutely hates him. And that's fair. He's not for everybody. The 13 orphans is like the rarest hand you can get. Think like royal flush kind of thing. Nice. So I've gotten the rarest hand in poker, and I've gotten a royal flush before. I've also got the highest scoring point hand in cribbage. And those are like 2 of my greatest accomplishments. And I think statistically, I probably got both of them way sooner than, like, statistically likely. I got a royal flush on, like, one of those automatic, like, poker games. It was just like one of those cheap handheld things. And I got a royal flush, and like it would tally up your points and it would go like beep 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 beep. And so I got the royal flush, and it just went beep 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 beep. Forever, for multiple days, I hear. The best part was, it wasn't my toy. I was at a friend's house, and I was like, oh, this is cool, and I got a royal flush, and I'm like, oh, I broke it. And I just, like, left it at his house. He's got this toy that won't stop beeping while he's trying to sleep. That was amazing. You can still hear the beeping to this day. I heard he was eventually driven mad. Good times. And then cribbage, I got like a perfect hand once. Like, perfect hand in cribbage is 4 5s and like the right jack at the right time or something. I can't even remember how it goes exactly. But I got that. I took a screenshot of it. Somewhere in the world it exists. Your aunt and uncle used to have a whole basket of those little handheld games. It would be so nice. I kind of wish I still had that poker game. I mean, it wasn't even mine, but like, it'd be like very meditative to just like sit in a chair and play on like one of these tiny little Tamagotchi screens. Instead of like, you know, my 40-pound Game Boy. Right, not Game Boy Advance, not Game Boy Color, not a Nintendo DS. Talking about like the one that's the size of a brick. Good stuff. One that can survive being melted with napalm. They don't make them like they used to. Nokia type shit. Like, honestly, I would be surprised if Nokia was more durable than the original Game Boy. Because when I was younger, people would like share pictures in Nintendo Power of like their Game Boy that like survived like a house fire or actually got like melted or like dropped out of a plane, and it would still work. Found at the bottom of the sea, 700 days later, still playing Tetris. Alright, what am I doing with my life? I'm back in crafting mode. And Iris needs more leather. Iris, are you still listening? Because I've got the leather. Yes. Alright. Give you a stack of 30. It's a whole pile of goats. Now what was I doing? Right. Cleaning these pelts. Your wife recently got a bunch of plug-and-plays for like $60, like 16 retro games or so. Plenty of duplicates. You also need tier 1. My. Well, you're gonna have to wait 4,000 effort plus 5 minutes. But I can hook you up in that regard too. I mean, I can slap, yeah, I've slapped accept help on. You can help me shave these goats, these birds. Those plug and play games, they're never that great. So, what did I get? There was... I won in a contest some like little mini NES thing. I think it was like an official Nintendo thing, and it had like a bunch of games on it. But it was a very hackable device. Like, it's just a really tiny computer. And so what you can do is you can remove all, or you can like reformat it, put on your own operating system, then get like an emulator, and then you can play every Nintendo game ever made. So whenever I see like the plug-in plays, like it's always never like as many games as they can handle, except like if you buy like a shady bootleg one. And then they have like 7,000 games. But like 100 of them will just be the same game, but like with slightly different translations. And be like, I'm playing Tetris in Turkish. You think the Game Boy Tetris theme might be the only song on the planet you could identify from one note? No. I might be able to identify Weird Al Yankovic's My Bologna. Like, I've got a good shot at that one. Because there's a good chance that first note is a fart or a belch. Or someone hitting a briefcase. It's one of those. Actually, maybe there weren't that many belches and farts in My Bologna, because that one was recorded in a bathroom. And so I don't think, like, they, like, imposed the farts and belches needed later. So I might be thinking of Another One Rides the Bus. I think I could get that. But like Weird Al is the only celebrity I've ever gotten like super fanned over. I think the kids would say I stan him. In like the stalkerish sense of the word. Like, he did a concert nearby. But I was trying to be frugal and not, like, spend money on, like, frivolous things. So I took my wife to see, or to a restaurant outside of where the concert was, and I could hear all the music. So the entire night, it was just me telling her all the Weird Al trivia I know, and, like, she was trying to like recognize the songs. It was a great date. Like he'd sing Amish Paradise and I'd be like, you know, Coolio actually never gave him the permission to do this song. It was just like a misunderstanding between like their squads, their teams, their crews. Like from Weird Al's perspective, he like sent his like permission guys to get permission. And he said no. It wasn't very Coolio of him, if you ask me. But you know, still fair. This song, he can do what he wants. Oh, hang on. Tried to get exactly as much tannin as I needed. I tried to like auto transfer it into the personal cache. I thought it defaulted to the personal cache. What am I doing? My best. Anamorphose, that song stands apart in what? Sorry, hang on. Yeah. The song stands apart in Western culture because of its keys and tones are more commonly used in European, Russian, Slavic music. That's true. It's true. Everyone knows the Tetris theme. It would be easily identifiable. I heard that if you play Tetris within like 5 seconds of a traumatic event, it helps significantly. But, you know, also, how likely are you to like be in a car crash and then immediately like whip out the Game Boy and start playing Tetris? You're like, oh god, we're all bleeding. Hang on, I know what to do. Boop, boop, boop. Beedly beep. Jackal fur. Burra fur. Something to distract the brain? Yeah. But you'd think it'd be anything, but I heard specifically Tetris the way to go. If you listen to a lot of Slavic music, you wouldn't be able to differentiate Tetris theme from the majority of them by one note. Alright.